Peace and harmony here with you here today. The anger factor after exposing the narcissist. Chances are, if you're just exposed the narcissist or the psychopath, or even fairly recently, you've had a good degree of anger. You've experienced a good deal of resentment. You've experienced a great deal of frustration, anguish, not to mention the depression, which is another sorrowful feeling. And you're feeling a lot of sadness, sorrow, loss, and grief. Now, realize that once we expose the narcissist or the psychopath, we've actually really just conquered a godsend. We've actually just experienced a godsend. We've actually just identified something that has really been plaguing us and been hidden for years. So the way I look at it, it's just almost like unearthing a treasure with all sorts of gems, diamonds, and gold, and all sorts of wonderful, valuable experiences and things for you to behold and vision once you really expose the psychopath or the narcissist. Because you've just uncovered what has been hidden in that whole mystery map that you have been through with this person. You've just been following the map and you found your treasure. Now, you thought the treasure was going to be this knight in shining armor or riding off into the sunset together. Yet, an even better treasure, finding it out now rather than later or never, is that you've just discovered and uncovered what this person really is. And as they say, the truth will set you free. And freedom, I think, is what you were ultimately looking for from this person or with this person. You wanted to, be in the flow of life and experience wonderful things together and grow together and share all these wonderful things and experience that freedom that all the blessings of a true relationship has. Well, we followed the treasure map, and rather than leading to that stable relationship that we had anticipated, we have now really uncovered the fact that this person had a facade. They had basically one layer that we saw and then another layer underneath, almost like an onion, which we peeled off the outer shell and we found out what's really going on underneath. As long and as hard as this person had really tried to keep this from us, we had uncovered it, and that makes us really a master treasureman, or a master detective, or sleuth, or bounty hunter, almost. We've found the pot of gold. We have found that we were gifted enough to discover this situation. Now we're gifted with the ability to accept it, and once we can accept it, we are the bigger person. We're grown. It's like a pearl. It's like if you were to have a pearl is basically in an oyster, and inside the oyster, they'll be rolling around the beach, around the seashore, and a tiny bit of sand grain gets embedded in this oyster. And inside the oyster, inside the mollusk, there's this mucousy shell that the oyster releases again and again and again. This sort of smoothing, I'm not sure if it's a mica, but a pearlescence, basically a pearl. I don't know the scientific term for that kind of what that inner layer is, but it releases this and it forms around this pearl through an extended period of time, and it's covering up that grain of sand because it's an irritant to that oyster, and so it'll keep releasing this this natural process, and then you crack it open and then you can see that pearl inside, which is basically what they call a pearl of wisdom. So really, that's kind of what you've discovered it here, which is a very valuable piece of knowledge that you've gained. And with that perspective, if you are able to come to that realization that actually you've arrived at a stage of awareness and wisdom about this person, that you're no longer the fool, it's almost like someone handing you a graduate degree. You've essentially now learned that this type of person exists. You can now learn to identify them with things and tools like this video, and you are all the much wiser for it. So your treasure path that leaded you along has brought you to a great treasure of knowledge and wisdom, which is so valuable. More valuable really than when you think about all the different, possessions in life. What really matters is that we're connected to our truth and the people who will bring us truth and true joy and lasting joy, so that we're not, we've eradicated all the silly games and the foolishness. We're no longer being deceived. And as we mature in life, we want to get higher to that status, so we have a greater perspective, we're more comfortable, we've grown as people, we've grown professionally, we're growing in our families, and we're becoming our greatest version. So I hope this new perspective helps. Please share and subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. Peace out. Make it a beautiful day.